What's up out there? We are here at the very end. I showed a brief sped up section of the first two fights. They went way better than I thought they would. And now we're at the final phase. So let's dive into this and try to knock this thing out and see if we can get this done. I'm seeing some scary high damage numbers, and the little yellow bar is almost all the way across my health bar. And fortunately, we don't take stun damage from this. But the combat setup that I did for this particular fight is basically what's in the wiki page. So there's almost everything verbatim to what's on the wiki page is what I followed. There are some slight differences because I just didn't have certain things like I don't have the superior version of the little enhancement thing down below in the middle. I think that's the dragon one. And I didn't switch that one out. It's the god one. I think it's the god one I didn't have. But this fight is way better than I thought it was going to be. So what I've done over the last couple of days since the last video came out, I ground some stuff out, and I ended up grinding out the toxin spear thingy from the Lair of the Spider Queen, and I ground out the perfect sight leggings. I did that today. So I've spent some time grinding out various other things, and I had to spend yesterday getting my agility, all my obstacles and agility set correctly. We're just close. We're close. It's getting there. I did hit record, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, so we are good. Done. Expansion's over with. So I had to grind out a bunch of stuff yesterday. What do we get for a reward? It has been so long since I've done this. I don't remember any of the rewards we get. I know we get a fancy pet. So I ended up grinding out a bunch of agility obstacle components to buy agility obstacles. If you follow the wiki page, there's a section down below at the very bottom for ancient relic mode, and they go down to like obstacle 11. So I was looking at this, and they didn't show 12, 13, or 14 at all. So I looked at this and I was like, you know what? Out of all of these, the one that I got here has got 5% max hit added to minimum hit. Seemed like a good one. And then taking off the attack interval seemed like a good idea. 8% damage to bosses. I can't remember what I had to get to this one. No, I could just buy that one. A couple of these, oh yeah, I had to make Revenant short bows and Corundum swords. I had to go create a bunch of that stuff. And then I think on this one, I had to go mine up Cerulean. Was it this one? One of them I had to mine up a bunch of, I thought, whatever, it doesn't matter. The little onyx, yeah, this one here. I had to mine up a bunch of onyx to get this one in here, which was one of the ones that they recommended getting. But I went ahead and got 12, 13, and 14 filled in because those look like they would be very beneficial, like global accuracy, global evasion, accuracy rating, 15% damage to dungeon monsters, another 8%. So we were just stacking on damage on there. And then for the melee side, I had to go in and get the Royal's Toxin Spear. I had to get that done. I had to finish off the Perfect Sight legs. And I had to go idle out not the Necromancer's Palace, but the Cursed Forest. Yeah, I had to go idle the Cursed Forest out to get the Voodoo Trinket. And I had forgotten about it, but on the magic side of things, you don't get those, like the Despair Curse and all that, the Madness, Torment, and Despair. You had to complete that place several times, and I completely forgot about that. I started gearing up for this the other day, and I was like, I'll just take a shot at it and see what happens. And then I realized that I didn't even have the curse, and you had to unlock it. I was like, oh man, I forgot all about that. So unlocked all those things, and we are now through the dungeon. So the first thing I think we're going to do is let's try and go into the Abyss. It's an actual dungeon, and let's see if we can just fight this thing off. This is a spear, so it should be stab bonus. So we've got 120 in all our skills, and I wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about what I thought of the relic mode overall. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really cool idea. I thought there was a lot of very cool ideas inside of it. Relic mode itself is, in some regards, I want to say it's a very good beginner's a good place for beginners to start. But at the same time, it's very difficult for beginners to start there because, for those of us that have played the game for a long time, I think we would appreciate relic mode a lot more. It's like a next level up. If you've been there, done that with the rest of the game, relic mode is kind of a fresh start with a really unique take on how to play the game. But it's also a good learning experience for new players because it introduces a lot of things that, I don't know. I really like relic mode. I'm kind of torn whether I would recommend it to new players or not. I kind of feel like you want to get some time under your belt so you know the intricacies of the choices that you're making. But at the same time, I think it's a really good mode just all the way around. It's fun. There's a lot of things to it, and it's not as easy as you think it would be. Are we going to have to heal through this? So I decided to not bother with the Into the Abyss expansion until I actually got through Throne of the Herald. And I was debating on whether I was going to actually go into the Abyss or not, or just call the series done or whatever. I believe Relic mode continues on into this. So once we get into the Abyssal section, we're still going to have to worry about... we can get out of here. So we've got that. We should have a weapon. I think you still have to worry about defeating dungeons and stuff like that, but it's slightly different. So we're going to see how this goes. I know that the damage reduction doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? I should probably switch that out. I should probably put... Oh, who's got that on? Somebody's got this gem on, and I would really like to have it over here. Damage reduction does not matter, but the amount of damage you do will matter. So if I have a shield in here, like, say, the melee... Wait, where's my melee power shield? Did I lose it? No, it's already equipped. Forgot about that. Put that on here, and then we can put something else up in the top here. I'm not sure what affects these monsters yet. Let's see here. Although I don't think we can stun them, but nope, I didn't want to change that out. I don't think we can stun them, but I'll throw that on fighter amulet. I ended up getting that the other day. So idling through the strongholds, the Stronghold of Gods, I actually ended up getting that as a drop. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, we still have one more dungeon to do, which is going to be this one. And I don't think we have to worry about, well, maybe we do have to worry about eating. We can't do damage reduction here. That doesn't matter. Yeah, so we can't use any prayers with this at all. Okay, so we may have to hold down for some food. But yeah, I really like relic mode. I think relic mode is probably is the best mode in this game. Hands down. I've done hardcore and standard and adventure mode. If adventure mode got a rework that was on par with relic mode, I think it could be just as good. But relic mode, for what it is and everything it does, it really makes you think and make choices as you go through the game. Like, there's a lot of planning. I don't really plan. I kind of play by the seat of my pants, but you can actually sit down and there's a lot to think about and consider when you're playing through the game. And we just basically did a whirlwind tour of all the expansions. So, and we're on this one. So it encompasses the entire game, which I think is very cool. I think it's awesome that you've got something that will that was made for Atlas of Discovery, that takes you through the base game, Atlas of Discovery, Throne of the Herald, and then off into the Abyss. I think it's very cool. I don't know how they're going to do Into the Abyss. I know we're going to have to defeat dungeons and stuff, but that's probably the Abyss areas or something, because they don't really have the same kind of areas. Yeah, this video's not too long. I might cut this part and pick you back up at the final boss of this, because there's a lot of trash mobs in here. So we'll do that. And here we are on the final boss. I should not have used the stun amulet. I think it's saying immune several times through here, so I think it's trying to stun him and it can't. But it doesn't matter. We just totally destroyed. Oh, we got to run. Yes, okay. Get me out of here. I just want to run. Okay, so we are now into the Abyss. So at this point, let's see here. What can we do? We can take all our skills up to level 10. Interesting. What do we have to do to get past level 10? That's probably going to be this dungeon, maybe? The Depths of Woe? See, I haven't even done this on my standard account. I haven't tried that yet. No, I did. I think I did. Okay. This might be the one with the thing that had like 1,000,000 hit points at the end. Yeah, that was kind of a crazy fight. Yeah, I think that was one that had like 1,000,000 hit points or some crazy number. So what are we going to do here? We are in the expansion. Basically, pretty much nothing from the base game follows suit into the expansion. You can use things that speed this up and get you more mastery XP and stuff like that, but there's not really anything else that does much. I think what I would like to do is start off, I guess we'll do astrology. I think that'll be the one to start with. So we are through the Herald expansion and started off into the mist. So anyway, I really had a fun time playing Relic mode. It's not done. We've still got this whole expansion to go. But the basic portion of Relic mode is actually completed. I wished it still took, I don't know, a week or so after. When I tried this the day before the expansion hit, when I tried beating the Herald, I still had another week or so of grind out to level everything up and get where I needed to be to get to beat this today. So it still was like, I was close, but not a day or two away. It still took a while. Maybe I could have done this a little faster if I'd have ground out some of the materials in it, but I still didn't have, I still was very short on attack and defense. So I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But anyway, we are through it and into the abyss. So we're going to push forward on this and then we'll be back with the next one. So that will do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.